short plays for Cody Fonsbeck.
Not to undermine their running game, though. So we'll see what we can get today. A lot of anticipation, a little bit of wet weather out here, and we'll see what that has to do with the game.
Now, Timpanogos has a little bit of advantage on the weather side because this is more like the weather when they're up at home. So Dixie has a little bit of disadvantage. Timpanogos has a little bit of advantage, but still we expect to see a great game out of Dixie because they are good competitors.
Yeah, sometimes the wet weather will make it so that the teams will not choose to go for the passing game. However, Dixie's strong suit this year is the passing game, and we'll have to see how their hands are in the wet weather. Hopefully they'll have good hands, so when they go up north, they'll be able to play.
Dixie's pumped up, ready to go with their season opener. Timpanogos is a little bit sluggish on the sideline, but looks like the coach is getting some confidence into him and bringing him out on the field tough.
A lot of anticipation for the line. Dixie's offensive line, the Twin Towers, the Fisher boys, number 77 and number 69, both weighing, what are they, well over 300 pounds and well over 6.5 feet. And we'll see how hard they can hit. See if they pack a lot of punch for their size.
Timpanogos looks like they're back to receive, so Dixie will be kicking. The kicker for Dixie is Hornlacher. He will kick once again this year for the Flyers. Sorry, my correction, Horlacher. He had a 41-yard average on his punts last season.
And kick return specialist, Sione Mahe, number 5 for the Timpanogos Timberwolves, is back deep. He's their primary receiver. They always try to give him the ball. He doesn't really play the field other than special teams, and so we should really see a specialist here. If he gets the ball, we'll see if he can run and cut and make the moves. Dixie's lining up to kick off. Kicker will be number 6, and the ref runs to the side of the field. And here goes a good ball game. And the kick is up. Kick to about the 20-yard line, picked up by number 15.
Bounces down to about the 15, then picked up, ran out to about the 33-yard line. It was a really good return. Still a lot of hostility out on the field, still pushing and shoving.
A little bit of slippage on that ball pickup. Wasn't used to the wet field, but they got a hold of it. And a decent play for the situation.
Still got a good 15 yards out of it, so very impressive.
So it'll be Timpanogos Timberwolves ball on about the 32-yard line to open up the first quarter. And they take to the line.
Timpanogos is set in a split back, 3-receiver side with the tight end on the left.
It's going to be a pass.
Scrambles out, looks deep early, has a man open, but can he? Oh, no good. Just barely overthrew him. He couldn't get to the ball.
Number 35, John Kendall, wide receiver, was the intended receiver on that play. He ran for, it looked like for a Hail Mary right down the left sideline, and the ball was overthrown just by a couple of yards.
He was being covered by number 1, Reagan Carter. Really good defense on his part. He was a little bit behind, but still close enough to give pressure, so couldn't get to the ball.
Looked like they tried to come out with a big bang. We'll see if they settle it down and go with the run here.
Now they split one receiver out on each side, still split backs in the backfield. Tight end close to us. Dixie's lined up in a 5-3, looks like, with bump coverage, one receiver deep. Timpanogos tries for a run, doesn't get anywhere from the play.
Looks like they got about a yard on the play. Actually, the kick return specialist, Sione Mahe, number 5, is playing wide receiver right now for the right side, and he wasn't expected to. Number 15, Devin Seal, usually plays that spot, and maybe he's out with an injury. We're not sure now. Number 85 takes the right side now, with Sione moved in.
Dixie's still in there, 5-3 with 3 deep, back deep. Timpanogos in a offsides call.
Looks like a jump on 57 on Dixie.
But we're not sure yet. He's pointing to the other side, but we do think it is 57 from Dixie. Sean Levitt.
Yeah, it's going to be offsides on Dixie. And so we'll probably see the ball on about the 38-yard line. So it looks like it's going to be about 3rd and 4 to go.
Dixie's still excited, pumped up, ready to go. Minor setback. They're playing on their home field. They expect to get a little bit of jitters out on their opening game home field.
Looks like they've got 2 receivers wide to the left side and I-backs.
Another handoff up the middle. Good spin move. Another good spin move.
Jason Anderson was the ball carrier on that play. He showed us some quick feet and some good moves. We'll see more from him later in the game.
Timpanogos has already come out tough. A couple of big plays they tried to open up with. Really good running we've seen so far, so it's going to be quite a ball game.
Looks like Timpanogos has a receiver each side, split backs. Tight end in on the line in motion. Moves to the right side. Handoff up the middle again. It's going to be this time to number 31, Jeff Lowry. Was that who it looks like? He usually plays tight end for him, but I guess he ran the ball.
It looked like there was a little bit of last-minute movement on the line, but there was no call by the officials.
Correction on that. That was number 41, Robert Drury, on that run.
Looks like this guy's clearing up just a little bit out to our left side, from what we can see. There's still a little bit of cloud cover, a little bit of rain in the air.
And a nice rainbow right over the field, so we'll see if that's good luck for either team.
Timpanogos dropped back.
Oh, and it's going to be a sack. Number 21 got a hold of him first on Dixie's defense.
21, Dave Turner got a hold of the quarterback first, deep in his backfield.
Looks like it's only going to be about a loss of 1 yard, but that's going to set Timpanogos Timberwolves back.
Third down and 11, or about a third down and 11 now. Hopefully they'll be able to pull out another big play. It looked like they faked a handoff, went for a pass, or looked for a screen on the side, but Dixie anticipated it. Timpanogos got it there.
Timpanogos has taken a long count on the line, a long snap count. I think they're trying to draw Dixie off sides. That time they didn't, and that time the pass was passed to number 31, Jeff Lowry, tight end, and just slipped out of his hands.
Timpanogos tried some quick cut blocking on the left side right there, and then quickly threw the ball over for a screen, but their man was covered by two. Couldn't get there.
And so it looks like Timpanogos is probably going to punt. Dixie sends two receivers back deep, number 5 and number 3. That'll be Fonsbeck and Josh on the left side. He's probably going to be their primary receiver.
Number 5, Dixie's back deep. It's a low punt. Bounces about at the 25-yard line, picked up by Fonsbeck, tackled around the 30-yard line.
Well, that was picked up by number 5, and he ran up the right side. They kicked it away from Fonsbeck on that play, actually. Probably instructed to do so because every coach in the state knows that he's the fast guy to catch, and they probably want to keep the ball away from him on punts and special teams. We'll see how that goes. So it'll be Dixie's ball on about the 29-yard line. About 8.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. So it'll be 1st and 10.
Pretty good sized crowds here so far. The students really getting into this ball game early.
Looks like Timpanogos is going with a 4-man line and 3 linebackers and 4 defensive backs.
Quarterback Lance Pendleton takes an option around the end by himself. Gets a gain of about 6 yards, 7 yards on the play.
Not a bad run. Quarterback, he's got some good scrambling abilities. He took around that end really quick.
And John Kendall on the tackle.
He had number 3, Cody Fonsbeck, to pitch to, but chose to take it himself.
Pick up of 7 yards. An
And the ref
equipment
is,
timeout.
what was the call there?
Looks like there's a broken helmet. Looks like
We'll take some time out for number 14, Pendleton, the quarterback. Maybe got an earpiece knocked out or something. We'll see what it is.
it's 2nd and 3 right now.
So that was about a gain of 7. Not a bad run at all for a quarterback. You don't see a lot of quarterbacks running, especially in an open field like that.
And you don't see a lot of quarterbacks willing to take the hit like that, so it's really impressive by Lance Pendleton. Dixie lines up in a lopsided I-back. Quick handoff to number 3, Cody Fonsbeck.
Fonsbeck gets about a gain of maybe just 1 on the play. There's a flag down. And
Fonsbeck, ball carrier.
Looked like he had about 2 yards, got bumped back.
Metal, but there's a flag on the play.
Penalty on Dixie.
number 22 and number 8 for Dixie will come in for number 1 and number 4 on offense. A substitution on Dixie's side.
Holding against Dixie.
That'll back him up, and it'll be about, it's going to be 2nd and 12 now.
10-yard loss brings up 2nd and 12.
Do the down order, and it'll be 2nd and 12. They're back now on about the 28, about where they received the punt. So they're back where they started.
Dixie lines up and split backs. 2 receivers side to this side. Looking for pass. Pendleton drops back. Looks for a quick in. Scrambles. Somebody on him. Tries to throw it to number 6. Dan Smith throws it away.
A lot of pressure there that Timpanogos gave him.
A lot of pressure on quarterback left column. If he would have looked for the quick in from the first 2 receivers, they were both open, but he couldn't get there. A lot of pressure.
Mother Nature is
3rd and long.
some sunshine, liquid sunshine.
Looks like the rain's starting to come down, so it's just maybe wetting up the field and making some slip.
Rain's coming down pretty hard now. We're seeing a lot of umbrellas drop out.
We'll see how the receivers' hands react to this. See if they've got butterfingers or real skills.
This is really bad luck for Dixie right now. 3rd and long. You need to open up to a big play, big class play.
Looks like the pass again. And Lance will scramble and get hit. The ball pops out, but I think it was grounded. And great pressure we're seeing on Timpanogos' defensive line.
Pendleton was sacked around the 24-yard line. So, as you can see from the replay, the ball popped out after he hit the ground. So there was no play. He was sacked deep in Flyer territory. Now it's going to be 4th and about 16 yards. So we're going to see a punt. We'll see how the returners can handle the ball in this weather right now. So
number 5, Sione Mahe, and it looks like number 15 will go back for Timpanogos. 15 is Devin Seal, Timpanogos' quarterback, and he'll get the ball. Takes a bad bounce. He gets his hands on it. Runs past a couple tackles and just kind of trips and slides to almost the 40-yard line.
Finally tripped up around the 38-yard line. Kicker number 10, Dave Thorlacher.
Dave Thorlacher was the kicker there.
Sorry, Mike.
You worry about your man only. Your man is going to hit up on you.
Kicker
Where
on
he goes or how he comes, what he does.
And we're seeing a little bit of mud begin to form in the middle of Dixie's field. There's some bare spots where there's thin grass, if any, and that should slicken up the line of scrimmage a little bit.
It is a fairly new field, so I didn't expect it to get torn up that easy.
Handoff at the middle, number 35 gets nowhere really. It's John Kendall. Or was it? It was 31, I'm sorry. Jeff Lowry.
Good defense by Dixie on the play. And 2nd and 9.
Sione Mahe comes in for number 15, Devin Seal, as right side receiver.
Dixie lines up in a 4 backfield. 3 safety and strong side, safety on the right side. Timpanogos tries an option, but is sacked deep in their backfield before they get out around the end.
Look like that.
As you can see from the replay right here, he comes rolling out, so he did block the tight end. He couldn't get the ball away in time. Good coverage by Dixie.
Yeah, nobody picked up that defensive end coming in. Maybe it was an outside linebacker coming in hard, and nobody picked him up, and he just ate up that option before the quarterback could even pitch it. So quarterback Brendan Thorne goes down, takes a good hit, but he should be okay.
Timpanogos lines up in an I-back formation. 2 receiver side, close to us. Split information. Dixie pulls over Pendleton on the 2nd receiver. Drops back to and rounds. Tackled deep in the backfield by number 35 and number 30 and 35 for Dixie.
Kind of a team broke through on that.
Andrus and Joe Wright for Dixie tackled deep in the backfield, but there was a flag on the play. Let's see some confirmation from the officials.
Hopefully we'll get a lucky call for Timpanogos here, because that was a pretty deep sack. It took him back about almost 14 or 15 yards.
The officials are messing with his face mask, so hopefully it wasn't a face mask call, but that is the most obvious right now. We didn't quite see what the penalty was, but yeah, face masking. So, as you can see from the replay, it was really good defense by Dixie. Here we go, we'll see.
So it looks like they'll bring the ball back up, and Timpanogos did get a call on that one, so bring it right to about where they were.
Some confusion on the Dixie side here. Getting lined up. Again, they're still sticking with their 4-4 bump coverage and a free safety out single.
Looks like it'll be 3rd and 9 with just over 5 minutes in the first quarter.
There's movement on the line. I'm not sure which side it came from first yet.
Flag thrown before the play. Maybe a legal motion.
Another setback they really don't need right now. That motion from Timpanogos in the backfield is really throwing Dixie off. Both times that they've had their offsides when there was motion in the backfield. So not a good sign for Dixie.
Dixie not getting a lot of breaks here on the calls. Well, maybe that's a lack of discipline in practice.
Wiping off the ball. It is kind of slippery out there on the field. So it's pretty bad still.
So it'll be 3rd and 4 now.
Rain's coming down, not quite as hard, but still coming down. Dixie still lined up in a 4-4.
Timpanogos has split backs and receiver out on each side. Looks like a handoff up the middle, number 35, 25.
It looks like it'll be 4th and 1, but they might miss it. Oh, he gave him the first down. He's pointing first down, but I don't think it was quite there. Giving him the first down. Good run by Timpanogos.
And number 35, wide receiver John Kendall will come in for number 85. He'll go out left.
Timpanogos in split backs, 2 wide receivers out. Dixie in motion.
Dixie moving its linebackers right up in on the line. Ready for a run, and quarterback option, gets a little breakaway. Number 10, he's running. He's down to the 20 and slips up, gets tripped up on about the 20-yard line. He's totally broke through right up the line.
Looks like they ran the option again that they ran earlier that they got eaten up on. The tight end got the block like he was supposed to. Quarterback broke it up for some big yardage. The big line from Dixie was just barely able to catch up and slip him up. If the grass wasn't so wet, that would have easily been a touchdown.
Dixie not expecting that again. Last time on the option, Timpanogos got eaten alive on it, and it looks like they had a great hole for the quarterback he optioned to run it right up the middle, so he took it and he got a big gain out of it, and it looks like it's going to be 1st and 10 on about the 21-yard line, and so good field position here for Timpanogos. It's going to be another option, and it goes nowhere.
Dixie was ready for it that time.
Maybe a short loss, if any.
I think Timpanogos just caught Dixie off guard because Dixie threw a blitz in right there, didn't have any backers to stop it in the backfield. This time Dixie had some backers there. Timpanogos couldn't get anywhere, so it was just lucky timing by Timpanogos. Good play calling, actually.
Timpanogos up to the line. Timpanogos has got just about half of their starters going both ways. I've noticed. It looks like they've not really established too much of a football team. I think it's their 3rd year only as a school.
And they've only won 1 game in 3 years, so it's been hard for them to pull together a football team.
But the game they won was their first one this season, so they've got a 1-0 record right now, and I guess that's as good as you can be.
But it is surprising from the side of the school coming from the size of school they are to have people playing both ways as much as they do. But they do have some great players, as we've seen so far tonight.
Timpanogos is a 5A school, by the way, and Dixie is 3A. I guess they just came down and have a scrimmage.
There was a flag on the play just a couple minutes ago. I think it was a delay of game penalty. Moved back 5 yards, so it'll be about 2nd and 15 for Timpanogos.
3:19 left in the first quarter. And it looks like a quarterback sneak. He goes right up the middle and gets about 5 on the play.
I think about 7 or 8 almost.
Maybe more, yeah.
Really good play by Timpanogos. Dixie's defense was not expecting it.
Looks like this quarterback likes to take the ball. And sometimes, from what we've seen, he either gets eaten alive or he gets a good run, good yardage out of the play.
As you can see on the replay, the Dixie backers came up again to stop an option. The quarterback from Timpanogos just took it right up the middle. There's a big hole there. Really good offensive strategy by Timpanogos. Butto throws out right, looks to pass, throws just in time, gets it picked up.
Intercepted, maybe out of bounds.
No, it was out of bounds.
He was out of bounds. 1 foot, I think he just had 1 foot inside.
That would have been what Dixie really needed right there, that close to the end zone.
Number 10, Brennan Thorne, Timpanogos' quarterback, was under pressure there, and he just had to throw and didn't get a very good throw off.
He was hit right on the throw, so it wasn't surprising that it was short, but still, it would have been nice to see a pickoff right there. Good defense by Dixie. Way to follow the quarterback out.
It was Pendleton on the that had caught that ball just a little bit out of bounds. Dixie's quarterback, he's also playing both ways as their safety. And good read by him. I'm sure he can read a lot more offense than a lot of those defensive backs, being a quarterback himself.
Timpanogos is going to attempt a field goal. We'll see how it is because of the weather right now, if it permits. It's up, it's long. It looks good.
It looks like it's good. So Timpanogos will go up 3-0 with 2 minutes and 33 seconds left in the first quarter. That was a great kick, especially for the weather. No slippage at all.
There was a little bit of ball handling, but he got it off just in time. Great kick. Dixie looks a little bit disappointed, but now they're going to get a chance to come back. The game's still young. Come back firing and see what they can do.
Yeah, a lot of the time in high school, you'll not see attempts like that. You don't get a lot of kickers that can just perform like that in conditions. And it looks like they've got Timpanogos has a great kicker, so good for them.
Really good to see that he can kick under these conditions. A lot of schools would have just gone for the easy or tried for the first down, but it's really good to see schools that have enough confidence in their players and their kickers to go for that.
Obviously, 3 points is a lot better than what they'll get just by punting or going for the long play. And Dixie will line up to receive the ball.
Deep for Dixie is number 3, Cody Fontaine.
Hopefully we'll get the ball deep to him. There's lots of anticipation on the way this guy runs. He is supposed to be the quickest guy in the state, and we'll see if they can get the ball deep to him so we can watch him.
Now, if I was a Dixie coach right here, my strategy would be to pitch it back to him if I had to. With his speed and the line in front of him, I think it would be wise to give the ball to him no matter what, any conditions.
It is a deep kick to the right side. Ponspec will pick it up. I think he went out of bounds. Looks like he went out of bounds on about the
2-yard line. Bad luck for Dixie. They'll be taking the ball around the 2-yard line.
The 2 or the 3, yeah, way back deep in their own territory. Maybe you should have let that ball go.
Really good kick by Timpanogos. Dixie couldn't really judge it very well. He came out there tough, picked it up, expected to get some good yardage on it, but it was too close to the sideline, 1 foot out of bounds, and they'll be taking it on the 2-yard line. But I wouldn't count Dixie out there. Really good school, really good performance, so we expect to see something here.
We'll see if they choose to pass or run out of this bad field position deep in their own territory. A lot of time they're under pressure from the safety and they're afraid to drop a quarterback deep. But we'll see how they do it. Looks like they're bringing 2 receivers out left, and
I think Dixie will run the ball right here and try to get.
Looks like they'll option. Lance goes up the middle, gets wide open. He's past the 20. He goes down on about the 24-yard line. A great run, and it looks like number 31 on Timpanogos will get credit for that tackle. He is Jeff Lowry.
Now, as you can see from the replay, Timpanogos expected to run, but Pendleton dropped back into pass formation, cut back, and on the slippery grass, it's hard to catch, and then breaks it up for a good 24-yard run. So that was a really good play by Lance Pendleton right there. Dixie lines up to the ball with a little bit more confidence. 2 receivers, 1 out on each side. A little split back. Cody Fonsbeck gets split back up close to us.
It looks like it's going to be a dive up the middle, and it gets stuck. Nowhere really. And
it's a really good fight by number 42 for
Junior Stevenson, the ball carrier.
Junior Stevenson from
Tackled
Dixie,
by a
number
Timberwolves.
42. Really good fight. He got knocked by at least 3 or 4 Timpanogos players before going down, but there was no gain on the play.
yeah, he had his feet moving, good quick feet, and he stayed on his feet for quite a while, but too many Timpanogos players there to wrap him up and push him back. So it'll be no gain, if any. Actually, it looks like a loss of maybe 1 on that play, so it'll be 2nd and 11. Dixie on about the 23-yard line.
The big plays that have been working for Dixie so far have been the quarterback keeps, the quarterback option, and that's been working for both sides, actually, both teams. So.
Yeah, we've seen that from both teams. They love the option, and it looks like Lance will roll out and then run up in the middle again. Jukes a couple players, runs towards into the middle, spins, and falls on about the 43-yard line. They flag down on the 39, and we'll see what the call is. Lance really has got quick feet and good scrambling ability.
Looks like it's going to be on Dixie. As you can see from the replay, he options out, good pressure by the tight end, breaks him in, rolls around, looks for a receiver, then cuts it up. Has to make a couple of moves, Jukes. It might have been a clipping on the play right there, as you can see from behind number 4, behind Lance Pendleton. But we're not sure what the penalty is yet.
And great quarterback rushing skills we're seeing here out of Lance Pendleton. Not a lot of quarterbacks you see will run right up the middle like that and try to juke and take guys, but I guess they're not really afraid of getting him hurt.
They're discussing it with Dixie this time, so let's see what it is. The penalty is in Dixie's favor, so I'm not sure what the penalty is yet. We haven't seen holding on the defense. It'll be Dixie first down. Deep in the field, so that really hurt Timpanogos. Really great offensive run right there by Dixie.
Good luck for Dixie, and that'll just push them just a few yards over the halfway mark in the field and onto Timpanogos' side of the field. Their ball's going to be about on the 47-yard line.
Timpanogos playing Dixie receivers back off a little ways, especially with the speed that they have in the backfield.
Looks like a pass in to number 1, and he gets about a gain of 8 yards.
Reagan Carter
goes out on about the 35-yard line.
Great job by Reagan Carter.
Good hands in this weather. He just turned around and quick catch and just moved right upfield. That was a great pattern.
As you can see from the replay, 2 receivers did a quick crossing pattern. Quarterback Pendleton planted, threw right out. Defensive back couldn't get to him. Reagan got past about to the 35-yard before number 15. Really well executed by Dixie's offense.
You can see that receiver's practice the way he carries the ball, especially in this weather. He put it to his left hand on the outside, and in this weather, if you carry the ball wrong, it'll get popped out, and it looks like he's practiced that. Most receivers aren't left-handed. And Fonsbeck will run up the middle to about the 24.
Great speed by Fonsbeck. He had nowhere to go, but still made something out of that play, so really great speed by Fonsbeck.
He's got very, very quick feet. He's able to cut either way.
As you can see from the replay, there's a linebacker closed in on him. Number 61 was right there, but Fonsbeck almost outran him until he finally caught him on the 24-yard line. So great play by Dixie's offense again.
Fonsbeck is a receiver. He's very, very quick, but he weighs less than 150 pounds. And a lot of guys underrate him, but he's got very quick feet and is a very good asset to Dixie's offense.
It's really wise to bring him in on this weather because you need him more on the inside than the outside when you can't throw a lot. Pendleton runs it out of bounds at the far side. I don't think he got a gain on that play.
He lost 2 or 3 yards on that. Forced out of bounds. He really couldn't go anywhere. Not a bad move.
Now, if you notice from the replay right here, a little bit hesitation on the snap. He rolls out. If they would have brought a drag from the opposite side, it would have been open. I guess you can't see from the replay, but from here you can see on the opposite side, the drag would have been open if he could have thrown deep into the end zone over there.
And Fonsbeck, they used Fonsbeck as the runner to block their defensive end, and great effort by him, but he just can't block that. Looks like that guy's over 200 pounds, and he just went right over Fonsbeck and forced that quarterback out of bounds. Maybe they should have, on that play, used a different quarterback blocker. Less than 20 seconds in the first quarter, 19.6. And it'll be first down and 22 yards to go. Looks like they're going to do that down over.
So the penalty on the play. Move Dixie back, but still in Timpanogos territory. Another whistle blown. See what end of the quarter. Oh, another penalty. Looks like a
timeout on Dixie.
Timeout.
So Dixie will take a timeout with less than 20 seconds in the first quarter. They'll probably go for something long here. We'll see what they do. A number to watch will be number 3, Cody Fonsbeck on this play. A lot of the time on these long passes, that kid can just break away, and he'll be their primary receiver probably.
There's a great view of the Temple from here, as you can see on the screen. It's still first quarter. Timpio's up 3-0.
There you see a couple of the players on the sidelines for Dixie. You can see the smile and enthusiasm on their face. They're glad to be here and ready to play. Hopefully they will play.
It's raining hard out there. Hope everybody has their windows up on their cars. There's a sea of umbrellas underneath us. I don't know where they find these umbrellas because it only rains here like once every 8 years, I swear. I can never find mine, so it's probably one of those down there. Probably
yeah, these fans come in their t-shirts, and all the high school kids are down there in their Southern Utah desert clothes, and they're not ready for this rain, but they're good fans and they're sticking around. So
all the alumni have their umbrellas out there.
So Dixie will have the ball, and it looks like a pass right up the middle to number 5.
Tight end. Looked like a quick tight end pass right over the middle. Number 6
takes a hit on
Dan Smith.
Takes a hit on about the 20-yard line, and looks like the ref will put the ball right on the 20-yard line. So it looks like it's going to be 3rd and 6. 2nd and 6.
Second and 6.
And the clock just barely ran out, and so that'll be the end of the first quarter. Timpanogos up 3-0 here at Dixie Flyer Stadium.
As you can see on the field, there's some big boys on Dixie's offensive line, number 69 and 77. The Fisher twins. Taking a little break as we wait for the second quarter to get started. So
one jumbo pizza a week for an entire year. We will be giving you more details at halftime. Get ready for those frisbees. The person who catches the winning frisbee needs to record to the stairs at the back of the announcer's stand. To the man in the Pier 49 hat. Here they go! And there they go.
All right, it looks like we're ready to start the second quarter. I'm Richard Johnson. I'll be joining in first quarter. And we're here at Flyer Stadium. The Timberwolves are up 3-0. And looks like Dixie's going to line up. They got 2nd and 6 from about the 20-yard line. Dixie lining up in split backs.
if you're just joining us, Timpanogos is beating the Flyers in Flyer Stadium, 3-0.
Oh, look out, touchdown, Dixie!
There's a flag on the play, deep in the backfield. We're gonna see who it's on. There's a flag on the play.
Looks like number
against
8.
Dixie.
Ooh, that
looks like a holding call against Dixie. It is kind of slippery and wet out here. If you're just turning on, it is Timpanogos is up 3-0. Dixie is deep in Timpanogos territory, about to score at the first part of the second half, but we had a flag on the play.
It looked like it was number 8, Josh Adams, on that play that was called back just barely. And it was a good catch. Oh,
my correction, Josh Andrus on the play.
So Dixie's, we got
As
a
you can see on the replay, it looked like there was pretty good pass protection, but on the far side over there, you can see the holding from number 67 got a little bit behind him. I think maybe it was a little bit picky of a call. It would look like a little bit picky of a call, but still, we'll give it to him. Dixie goes for a draw play. The fumble on the play, ball's a little bit slippery. Looks like it was recovered by
Timpanogos ball. Timpanogos recovers the fumble on that play.
Cody Fonsbeck Cody Fonsbeck on the play, as you can see, tries to cut back, had nowhere to go. Number, I think it was 41 from Timpanogos, stripped the ball, and came up with it.
First and 10 from their own 36-yard line.
Now joining us as the other announcer is Richard Johnson.
Hey, I'm ready to go. It looks like we've had a great game so far, and it looks like two good teams fighting hard here now. Timpanogos lining up. Quarterback drops back, hands it up to number 43 up the middle. Doesn't get much. It looks like it was number 43, Jason Anderson, on that play. After the big fumble recovery by Timpanogos.
It's pouring pretty hard still out there. The field's getting pretty torn up early on in this game. So we'll just see how it goes from there.
It's been raining pretty much all evening.
Now Dixie High School's pretty happy because it's a relatively new field. I think this is the second year they've had their field. First year they could really get out and play on it because last year they were planning growing some of the grass, getting it going. It was really hard to get going, so it's good to see them out on their home field.
Oh, look out, he's a hand up the middle. He's at the 50, he's across the 50-yard line, and Dixie tried to drag him down. He goes out of bounds at about the 35. It looks like it was number 25 on that play. Number 25 on a big play for Timpanogos.
As you can see right here from the instant replay, Dixie was in there 4-3 again. Looks like they anticipated a little bit too early. Gave a good handoff, good fake by the quarterback. It was an open hole, ran right up the middle. Was finally brought down by number 11 and number 1 for Dixie.
That would be Reagan Carter and T.J. Harper.
Dixie's still lining up. They're in a lopsided 4-4.
Timpanogos with those split backs again.
Oh, movement on the line. Looks like it was Timpanogos wide out. Number 6 on the far side.
That would. So it looks like it's going to bring it back. It's going to be 1st and 15 on the false start.
It seems like every time these two teams get the ball moving, they have a setback. So we really hope we can get some clean play out here, get some really good drives and finish it off. These setbacks have really been hurting the two teams. Every time they're about to score, it puts them back too far.
So far we've had a pretty good game. A couple of good defensive plays have prevented the other team from scoring. A big fumble recovered by Timpanogos.
It's still early, so it could still be anybody's game.
Both of these teams coming off pretty big wins last week. Dixie with
timeout called on the field.
Dixie last week coming off a big victory over Taylorsville, which is another 5A school.
So it's anybody's ball game still early in the second quarter. A lot of players down on the field stomping their cleats off. A lot of mud stuck in them on the sideline over here. Still 10 minutes and 46 seconds left in the second quarter.
Got a pretty big crowd of Dixie fans here tonight, ready to support their team.
Score!
Dixie lines up in another 4-4. Timpanogos 4-2-2. Single free safety. Timpanogos looks to pass. Batted down by number 82 for Dixie. Brian Wright, a junior from Dixie. Really good defensive protection by Dixie's line.
Looked like quarterback Brennan Thorne of Timpanogos there just mishandled the snap a little bit, fumbled the snap.
Yeah, it looks like there was a fumble on the play, so it'll be moved back to 2nd and 15. It's a good thing he recovered it. I guess it wasn't thrown, it must have been knocked out. So really good defense by Dixie. Dixie again is in there, 4-2-2. Free safety out, playing bump coverage. Timpanogos is in a split back, sends 31 in motion. 2 receivers. It looks like illegal
looks like Dixie jumped off. Number 42, looks like he was the one who jumped off there. That's Junior Stevenson.
For Dixie, number 42 for Dixie. Apparently looks like he was the first one over. We're gonna see, yeah, it was number 42 from Dixie. Over anticipated the count.
So that's gonna move it up. Still be 2nd down at about 15.
2nd and 10. They'll move it back up after that fumble.
On the Flyers, 5-yard penalty. 2nd and 15 from their own.
I guess you're right, 2nd and 15. Our screen was wrong. My correction.
Just under 10 minutes left in the half. Timpanogos lining up again with those 2 running backs.
Dixie moves back into their, they move into a 3-3-1.
31 in motion. Uh-oh, and look out. He's sacked back behind the line. It looked like it was number 35, Joe Wright, on the play for Dixie.
Joe Wright is a sophomore for Dixie. He's only 5'11" and 180 pounds, so really light on the defensive line.
There's a pretty nice sack there by Wright.
Really good defensive read by Wright. As you can see from the replay, right here, he just breaks right through. Nobody even touched him. No blocker, so really good blitz by number 36.
Been a couple sacks tonight by Dixie. Been really pressuring the quarterback. Now it's quarterback keeper up. He goes to the sideline and he's out about the 41. Quarterback Brendan Thorne there, run out of bounds by the Dixie defense.
Looked like there was no real gain on the play.
That's going to bring up 4th down, so here come the special teams.
So we're not sure what to expect. Last time in this position, Timpanogos kicked a field goal, but they're a little bit deeper away. Let's see if he has a good enough leg he could try it. It'd be about a 50-yarder if he tried it from here. But most likely they're going to have a punt. Send him back to punt.
It looks like they are dropping back in the punt formation.
Number 22 for Dixie is dropping back. Brecken Cox, senior for Dixie.
Oh, bad snap.
Play action.
Play action. My correction.
Barely
looks
doesn't
like
get the first down.
Yes,
He got
he
about
did it.
15 yards on the play. I don't think it was a bad snap. I think it was planned because it was knocked right over to him. So it was a good fake kick.
My correction on the play.
Timpanogos on the play. They just 2 yards short of the first down.
There's a pretty good fake on the play there. Nice run to get the first down. Took Dixie by surprise on the play.
It'll be 1st and 10, Dixie ball. Still 2nd quarter. Timpanogos is leading 3-0 early in the 2nd quarter. 8 minutes and 52 seconds. And we're back from that commercial break. As you can see, it is still 3-0 if you're just joining us. Timpanogos is beating Dixie early in the 2nd quarter. Dixie rolls out, handoff to number 5, tries to get some yardage. Looks like he might have got 2-3 on the play.
Number
really
5.
well, not really well executed by Dixie. Timpanogos was all over that.
That'd be Josh Frainer on the play.
Running the ball for Dixie was number 5, Josh Frainer on the play, like you mentioned earlier. As you can see from the replay, he didn't have really far to go, anywhere to go. The backers for Timpanogos pulled up too quick, read it too easily.
Dixie lining up now.
Dixie's in a wide split back, 2 receivers wide out, fakes a handoff, rolls out to the side, quick throw to number 6.
First down, but flag on the play.
He got a gain of about 7 yards on that play, but we'll see what the flag is.
It's number 6, Dan Smith. He's a senior for Dixie.
They keep going. Dixie keeps coming back to the tight end. It's been working for him pretty well so far. Clipping on Dixie, so another step back. They're going to move the ball back from the point.
Every time it seems like a team is getting a little bit of momentum, there's a play like that that pushes it back and takes the wind out of you.
A little bit of people hustling our camera people down there. We'll have to go take care of that after the game.
Rain's still coming down here.
It'll be 2nd down and long, as it looks.
Looks like it's going to be 2nd and 15 for the Flyers.
It's really hard for both teams to get their games together because the rain's coming down. It limits their options. They can't really throw deep. Their running game, it's really slippery out on the field, so they have to limit the quick pitches, the toss around the side. So it's really hard to pull something together with this kind of condition. Dixie is in 3 receivers out on one side, trips on this close side. Timpanogos pulls out.
We got a whistle.
Another whistle on the play. Timpanogos with a little bit of confusion out on the field, not sure who's supposed to be on who in this new formation.
Defense lining up, so they're going to go single coverage on those receivers.
Dixie sends motion. They have 4 receivers out to one side. Lance Pendleton keeps it up the middle. He's got a good run. He's still on his feet.
And it looks
Gets
like
the first down. It was a great run of about 15, 16 yards on the play.
First down, Dixie.
So good play by Dixie. Pull all your receivers out, your backs out, make them think pass, and then run it right back up the middle where it's been working all day for him. So it'll be 1st and 10, great run by Lance Pendleton. As you can see from the replay, the backer goes out in motion. Lance Pendleton drops back, almost like a draw to himself play. Good blocking downfield. Goes back and forth, pushes his own guy out of the way, and still makes more yardage. Finally brought down by number 77 and 35. And a couple more Timpanogos players deep in their own backfield. Dixie lines out with 2 receivers out, 1 on the line, 1 off. Split wide back.
There's a handoff to Cody Fonz back, and he's down about the line of scrimmage. Doesn't look like he got much.
There are 7 minutes and 5 seconds left in this quarter till halftime. In 2nd quarter, the game is still 3-0. Timpanogos is leading the Dixie Flyers. As you can still see, we've had some rainy conditions all day so far, so it's not getting any better out here. Dixie really needs to pull something together, even in these conditions. It's not going to get any easier, so they need to work something out quick.
All right, I'll hold it there.
Dixie lining up in split back formation. Pendleton keeps the ball. He's looking downfield. He's going to take it himself, and he runs it out of bounds at about the 45-yard line.
Gain about 5 yards on the play. A little bit of pushing around in the backfield, but still no flag call. A couple of players complaining and thought it should be. Now, what we've seen so far is a lot of Pendleton. He has proven over the last couple of seasons that he has a great passing game. Today he's proving he has a great running game too. He's been doing a lot of quarterback keeps. Got a good 5 yards on the play.
It's going to bring it up 3rd down and about 5 to go for the Flyers. Still trailing 3-0. Both teams trying to get the offenses going. Looks like we got an official's timeout on the field.
So it looks like Timpanogos is fixing their helmet. Again, as you can see, the wet conditions, the ref is wiping off the ball, waiting for teams to come up to the line.
Dixie lining up with 1 back.
Lance Pendleton rolls out again. Duck pass over to number 22. He runs up the sideline, gets about to the 40-yard line before he's finally pushed out of bounds.
Number 22, Brecken Cox on the play. That'll be first down for Dixie.
A gain about 15 yards on the play. Great offensive strategy by Dixie. As you can see, it was the wounded duck version of a pass because of the slippery conditions. But still, as you can see from the instant replay, drops back. Timpanogos is thinking another option. Looks, finds his man, number 22.
Brecken
On a
Cox.
short out right there, makes it out to about the 40-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. So great play by Dixie.
Dixie lining back up in that one-back set. They've got 2 men wide. Pendleton drops back. He's looking downfield. There's a flag thrown. He throws deep.
Deep.
And
Almost
it's
picked
tipped and
off.
it's incomplete.
Almost picked off twice. Bobbled around for a little bit.
There is a
Ball's little
flag on the
slippery.
play.
He threw it a little bit behind the intended receiver, number 8, Josh Adams from Dixie. See, as you can see, he drops back, tries to get his balance, throws it a little bit under, threw it a little short, almost picked off here. Bobbled around a little bit, almost picked off twice, but couldn't get to it. They're waving the flag off, so there will be no penalty.
It's going to bring up second down and 10 for Dixie on about the 39-yard line. .6:10 to go in the first half.
Dixie is in 2 wide receivers, split I back. Pendleton drops back, under some pressure, cuts back the other way. He sees some running room, downfield, makes it out of bounds. A good 15-yard gain around the 25-yard line. Great job by Pendleton once again.
Pendleton has really been running the ball well tonight. Had a couple big gains.
As you can see from the play, looked like he is looking for pass, had a little bit too much pressure, cuts back. Grass is a little bit slippery. Number 65 for Timpanogos couldn't quite get to him. Number 33 and 61 finally caught up to him around the 25-yard line.
It's going to bring up a 1st and 10 for Dixie. Looks on they're on about the Timpanogos 25-yard line.
They're pushing deep into Timpanogos territory.
We've got one back again. Pendleton hands it off. Fawn's back. There's a flag on the play. Fonsbeck runs to about the 19-yard line.
Fonsbeck's talking a little bit of trash out there on the field, being pulled off by his players. It was a really good read by Timpanogos. Let's see what the penalty is going to be. It was really good defensive read by Timpanogos. Number 14 captain for Dixie is coming out, Lance Pendleton, to find out what the call is. Not quite sure what's going on. He had a little confusion. Coaches on both sides are really getting into it, waiting to see what's going on. Looks like it will be against Dixie. And then a counter penalty against. So there was a penalty against Dixie and then a counter penalty against Timpanogos. So we're not quite sure what's going on.
Looks like
Now, the most logical thing would have been if it was a 15-yard penalty and a 20. As you can see from the replay, I can't really see from the replay. I think what the penalty was, as you can see afterwards, there was a little bit of aggression on the penalty. Late hit, it looked like, from Timpanogos, but early on it looked like there was a holding from Dixie, so I'm not sure what would be going on.
looks like they're setting it up.
Here, we're going to hear it.
We're locked in. It's okay now.
Guess they were not going to tell us. We're left in the dark. So that's okay. Dixie lines up again. It's 2 wide receivers. Looks like they're in a split back. Still a little bit of confusion. The coaches on both sides are really getting into this, not letting the players get back into the ball game.
Looks like it's going to be first down from about the 20-yard line, 19-yard line.
Official timeout.
It looks like we got 5:52 left to go in this first half. Rain's still coming down as two teams are going to set up. Timpanogos still leads 3-0. Dixie trying to punch through and get on the board.
As you can see, Coach Smith is drenched down there. No throwing the Gatorade on him after the game. It's already a little too wet and might take him off. So as we see, we're back in action. Lance Pendleton rolls out, almost tackled, throws deep into the end zone.
Touchdown, Dixie!
Great play by Dixie. The fans are up everywhere.
Looks like it was
number
Brecken
22,
Cox.
Brecken Cox with the touchdown right there. Great scramble by Dixie's quarterback, Lance Pendleton. Good read, broke out into the open. Everybody looked like they were going for, expecting option again. As you can see from the replay, Lance Pendleton rolls out, gives a little fake, breaks out to the outside, brings in the backers expecting another option, throws deep to Brecken Cox. Good catch, deep in the end zone, touchdown. Great play by the Flyers.
Very difficult catch on that play. Nice
Flyers
catch by
finally
Brecken
get on
Cox.
the board, take the lead 6-3 late in the second quarter.
As they line up for the extra point here. Looks. Kick is up. And it is good, and that's going to put Dixie up 7-3 over Timpanogos here.
So Dixie's up and ready to go.
5:29 to go in the first half. Dixie breaks through, gets their first score of the game on a nice pass from Pendleton.
And you can see
it
from
here.
the replay, he breaks out to the outside. There's good blocking by the line. Finally throws deep into the end zone where number 22, Brecken Cox, is right there for a touchdown. Great play by Dixie.
Dixie looking really fired up now. As you see the rain coming down here at Flyers Stadium.
Dixie finally getting something together. We've seen a lot of big plays from both sides of the ball, both teams, but Dixie finally capitalizes and gets the first score, touchdown score of the game.
A little bit of confusion on the field.
Oh, looks like both teams lined up on the wrong side of the field. They'll be kicking the other way. As Dixie prepares to kick, you can see the rain pouring down on everyone. Everyone's soaked. Cheerleaders, I feel the worst for because they have less on than everybody else. They've got the short sleeve shirts, they're in their skirts. It's got to be cold down there, so I'm glad I'm up here in the booth where it's nice and cozy.
Looks like it's going to be kicked by number 6, Dan Smith, for the Flyers.
It's a pretty deep kick around the 22-yard line, bounces down to the 10. Timpanogos trying to get something going, has some blockers, tackled around the 19-yard line.
Looks like on the play there on the return it was number 15.
By correction, 25-yard line.
Looks like it was number 15, Devin Seal, on the play. Pretty good return. Here's a look at the replay.
It's a pretty low kick, but still got some pretty good depth on it. Bounced around the 12-yard line, picked up around the 9. Didn't have a lot of room to go, as you can see. Tries to cut back on the wall, and finally found a hole in the middle, brought down around the 25-yard line.
Brennan Thorne, the quarterback for Timpanogos, leading his teammates up to the line of scrimmage here. They're lining up.
It'll be 1st and 10 on the 24-yard line. Quick handoff right up the middle. Number 77, Dixie quickly wraps him up, brings him down. Looks like there was a short gain on the play.
25, the ball carrier, picked up his 2 yards, tackled by
77 is Paul Fisher for Dixie with the tackle on the play.
Jim McKim, will you please meet Principal Holmes in the south end zone?
It'll be second down and 7 yards. Quarterback is calling out audible. Looks like an I-back formation, tight. Looks for the handoff, quickly stuffed. Looks like the ball is pushed back to the original line of scrimmage.
Looks like it was number 25 on the play. Dixie has been really quick to stop the Timpanogos offense tonight.
Dan Smith on the
As
tackle.
you can see from the replay, calls out the audible. They're in I-backs. Dixie reads the play quickly, blitzes in the linebacker, stunts the I-back formation dive before it could even get off.
As you can
A really great play by Dixie.
As you can see by the replay, there were about 4 Dixie shirts there that had broke through. 4 blue shirts broke through, smothered the running back. He couldn't really go anywhere. Looks like he lost a couple yards on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 9 for Timpanogos. Lining up with the split backs again.
Dixie's in a 4-3. Their original 4-3 that they started out in the game with.
There's a quick pass to
Timpanogos
number
with a
5.
quick pass.
Oh, he fumbles it!
Dixie recovers.
Dixie recovers! First down, Dixie.
It was
Looks like
Rick and Cox recovered deep in Timpanogos territory. The Dixie will take the ball. The Flyers will take the ball around the 28-yard line. So there wasn't great coverage. He had some. Timpanogos had some running room, as you can see from the replay right here. Timpanogos had some running room. He just couldn't hold on to that ball. Rick and Cox was right there to recover.
ball's pretty slippery in this kind of weather. You've seen that. We've had a couple fumbles already tonight.
Flyers are getting some breaks finally late in the second quarter.
We've got 3 minutes and 52 seconds left in the first half. Flyers are up 7-3 here at Flyer Stadium.
Quick dive. Looks like Timpanogos was all over it. No gain, or one maybe yard on the play.
Looks like the play was to number 42, Junior Stevenson.
Looks like 2 yards if even on the play. As you can see from the replay right here, they were in split backs, quick dive. Number 67 missed his block. The lineman was right there. Couldn't stop the play.
Dixie lining up once again with the split backs. They've got 2 wide receivers out.
Timpanogos once again giving room to the receivers. Dixie's quarterback Lance Pendleton throws, looks short,
Ooh.
almost picked off. Number 3, Cody Fonsbeck, didn't even turn to look at it soon enough. There must have been a little bit of miscommunication on the play.
Number 15, Devin Sill on the play for the Timpanogos Timberwolves, almost picking the pass off there. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 8 for the Flyers.
Dixie hustles back up to the line. Looks like they're in. Let's see, Dixie, Lance Pendleton drops back to pass, finds a man across the middle, bobs the ball and drops it.
Pass
Now,
intended for number 2.
that was a really tough pass to make because of the pressure that was on him right there.
Pendleton's pass to Robbie Diaz, incomplete. Broken up by
That's going to bring up 4th down for Dixie.
51.
As you see in the replay, Pendleton drops back,
4th down.
finds his man, but pretty good defense there by Timpanogos.
From the Timberwolves.
As we've mentioned earlier, Dixie came off a tough game last week. They beat a real tough game, but they proved that they can be a competitor once again in the state. They beat 5A Taylorsville last week.
Taylorsville was ranked pretty high in the 5As. They were ranked about number 3.
Looks like Dixie is going to try a field goal from about the 35-yard line.
And it is no
No
good.
good, drops just barely short, barely short. It was a great attempt, but it was about 6 inches too low.
2 minutes and 56 seconds to go in the first half. It's going to be Timpanogos ball.
Dixie is winning. Dixie is beating Timpanogos 7-3 at the end of this first half.
From their own 20-yard line.
As you can see, umbrella sales are up today in the crowd. All different times. Something you don't usually see around here.
Timpanogos Timpanogos lining up with those two running backs again. Oh, and he is taken down right after the snap. Number 32 wasn't even touched. Looks like that was Adam Anderson on the play there.
Great defensive strategy by Dixie. As you can see from the instant replay right here, he blitzed in from the outside. Nobody picked him up. He got there before they could make the option. Looks like they were going for the option before he could make the pitch. And even the pitch man was covered, so he had nowhere to go. Great play by Dixie. You can see it still pouring down out there. Still pouring down out there. A lot of confusion still out there. Another handoff. No, it doesn't look like they might have got back to the original line of scrimmage. It doesn't look like there was any real gain on the play.
Jason Anderson, the ball carrier, picked up 3 yards.
It was Jason Anderson, the ball carrier, picked up maybe 2 or 3 yards back on the play. Got it close back up to the first down.
Minute 46 to go in the half.
A lot of excited Dixie fans out there, as you can see. Love their team, love their school.
It's going to bring up a third down at about 12 for Timpanogos.
Now Dixie's really trusting on their speed, as you can see. They're still in bump coverage pressure on the outside.
There's a quick pass, and he's brought down by Lance Pendleton.
It was a good read by Lance, but they still got number 31 from Timpanogos got about 8 yards on the play. Looked like it was just a quick tight end drag right there. As you can see, he blocked for 1 second, quick pass over the middle. Nobody was over on him. But Lance Pendleton got a hold of him. Big boy barely brought him down.
Number 31, Jeff Lowry on the play. He's a tight end for Timpanogos.
That's the Flyers' second timeout.
It's going to be 4th down for Timpanogos. Last time they had a 4th down, they went with a fake punt.
A little bit of confusion out on the field. As you can see, it's still pouring down.
Got a minute 15 left to go in the first half. Dixie still on top 7-3 after a big touchdown pass from Lance Pendleton to Brecken Cox.
Timpanogos is trying to get something going late in the second quarter. They need to pull something off because a lot of the momentum is on Dixie's side right here. So at least some good field coverage. But Timpanogos is forced to punt. It's dropped deep into Dixie territory. Nobody's going to touch it. Looks like Timpanogos will
number
find it
85
around the
will down.
36-yard line. It'll be Dixie's ball. Ref once again wiping off the ball. A really impressive crowd we have out here today. They're still sticking around when they could be listening to it on the radio, enjoying it in the comfort of their home, but instead they're out here suffering out in the weather.
Very dedicated fans.
Dixie with the ball again. They've been on a roll so far, so let's see what they can pull off late in the second quarter. They have 2 receiver side. Pendleton is in shotgun formation with 2 backs right next to him. Snap the ball, they step up to block. He looks to pass, batted down. Looks like there might be an injury on the play. Oh, he got up. Got up a little slow. One of the Timpanogos players got up a little slow, but he's getting back out there. So.
It's a good play by the defense, knocking down that pass from Pendleton. It's going to bring up about 2nd down and 10 on the 35-yard line. Minute 1 to go in the first half.
Dixie hustles up to the line. Timpanogos players are provoking the Dixie crowd. Still a minute left in this first half. Pendleton drops back to pass. Looks like he's rolling out. Throws. Number 22, Brecken Cox, caught it around the 50-yard line. He was finally brought down around the 38. Great offensive strategy by Dixie. He rolled out again like he was going for another option. Threw deep. It was a nice little lob pass. Good catch by 22, Rex Cox, first down, Dixie Flyers. I think it's...
There's 51.3 seconds to go in the first half.
As you can see from the replay, Pendleton rolls out, throws the wounded duck again to 22. Caught around the 48-yard line, my correction, and then brought down around the 38. Dixie rolls out, Pendleton rolls out to the sideline, overthrows, but he threw the ball out of bounds, so the clock will stop with 38.4 seconds left.
It'll be 3rd down and 10, Dixie. Or 2nd down and 10, my correction.
Crowd's really getting into it late in the second, or in the first half. Trying to get their Flyers pushing down the field, see what they can capitalize on late in this first half.
Dixie would like to get a lead here, a solid lead going into the half here. 38 seconds to go. They're up by 4 points, 7-3 over Timpanogos.
Dixie hustles back up to the line as the ref is about to start the play clock. Dixie has 3 receivers wide. Pendleton's in shotgun formation with 1 back next to him. Hikes the ball, back stays to block, looks deep, throws in the middle of the field. 22 catches up Rex Cox, brought down finally around the 22-yard line.
Cox with another great catch. Throw
Clock
by
is stopped
Pendleton.
with 32 seconds left.
Oh, it looks like the pass was incomplete.
As you can see from the instant replay right here, is in shotgun formation. 22 came from tight end slot across the field. Good pass by Pendleton right into penetration. Caught down on the 25-yard line, brought down on the 22. Oh, my correction, looks like the pass was dropped. You couldn't see it up from here, so it will be first.
3rd down and 10 for the Flyers. Pendleton again in shotgun, drops back. He launches it deep.
Throw short, almost picked off on the sideline. The ball's a little slippery, couldn't quite get it there. There's 25 seconds left on the play clock.
That's going to bring up 4th down and 10 for the Flyers. You see the dedicated fans of the Dixie Flyers here tonight.
It looks like Dixie's just trying to waste time right here, so I wouldn't be surprised if you saw Lance Pendleton back deep, scramble a little bit, and then finally knee the ball. Because I think even if they knee it right now, it'll give Timpanogos a chance to call a timeout, get the ball back, and run a couple of plays. But actually, it looks like Dixie is back deep. I think they're going to punt. Number 8 scrambling to get into his position on the field. Dixie was 1 man short. Barely gets, it's a little squiggle punt, only gets about to the 45 and way out of bounds. Way out of bounds, not a really good punt. It looked like he was under a lot of pressure right there, and the ball was pretty wet, so.
19.3 seconds left. Timpanogos will set up now.
As you can see from the replay right here. A little, I guess there wasn't too much pressure quite on him yet. He just didn't get his leg into it, didn't get a good boot. I think they were trying to have a little squiggle kick because of how wet the ball is and see if they could get it back deep in Timpanogos territory, but backfired on him and tossed it out of bounds.
Timpanogos is going to line up. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line with 19.3 seconds to go.
Dixie's back in a 4-3 defense. Timpanogos tries to run the ball. There's 15 seconds left on the play clock, and it's slowly running out. Looks like both teams are just trying to waste time and get this quarter over. There's 5 seconds left. Both teams are starting to head to the locker room.
And that's the end of the first half. Dixie Flyers are on top 7-3 over Timpanogos.
And the Jetettes are lined up on the left side of the track over here, close to us, and we're going to watch them perform real quick before we go to break. A lot of hostility on the other side of the field, as you can see. If you look close, there's a lot of hostility because the Timpanogos and Dixie locker rooms are right next to each other, so there's a lot of words spoken back and forth as they enter the locker rooms. And as you can hear in the background, the crowd is still getting into this game.
Dixie High School, please welcome your 1998-99 Jets.
As you can see, some of our camera workers out there doing a great job. Really good shot of the field in the St. George Temple on the highway up above us right there. So as the Jetettes enter the field, drenched, by the way, and in bare feet. But the Jetettes are really known for their performance, so we expect a great show. Hopefully their routine won't be too disturbed by the weather conditions out on the field. I know they don't practice out on wet grass, so we'll see how it affects their stability and how they stand in their posture on the field. And here we go. Performance by Dixie's Jetettes. It is halftime here at Flyer Stadium. The Dixie Flyers are hosting Timpanogos High, and Dixie is winning 7-3. We will be back after this short break.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back from halftime. We are here at Dixie High School's Flyer Stadium as the Flyers host the Timpanogos Timberwolves here tonight. The score after the first half is 7-3 in Dixie's favor. It's been a slick game. The weather conditions here are very wet, and it's been lots of sliding in the running game and butterfingers in the passing game. And both teams are out here with lots of enthusiasm. We've seen great offensive and defensive traits from both sides, and here goes the halftime kickoff. So Dixie will be receiving, it looks like.
Captains are up there discussing beginning of the second half. As you can see, it has just been raining really hard today. There's a couple mud puddles that have been forming down on the field.
Yeah, there's some, right in the middle of the field, there's some big bare spots where there's hardly any grass, and it has just turned to the slickest mud you could believe. These offensive plays, the receivers will probably try to stay away from that mud hole on their passing patterns. And maybe some slippage on the line of scrimmage we'll be seeing. But it looks like Dixie will be taking to the right side of the field, and
Timpanogos.
we'll see what's going to happen from there.
Timpanogos lining up to kick.
Timpanogos will be kicking off. Dixie will be receiving. They send Fonsbeck back deep, along with number 2,
Robbie Diaz.
and 2 really quick guys with really quick feet and a lot of skill. So we'll see what they can do with the ball.
Dixie had a couple big plays in the first half from Pendleton to Brecken Cox. We'll see if they try to hook up together on a few more pass plays in this half.
And the ref's off to the side of the field, drops his hand. And the whistle's getting ready to be blown. Crowd here is really into it. They're all clapping their hands and stomping on the bleachers with excitement. Great Dixie fans here. They love their team and they love their school. And the kick's off. It looks like a pretty deep kick to about the 15-yard line. Slipped right through Fonsbeck's hands and splashed into a mud puddle, but Fonsbeck takes it up to left side. He has lots of room to run, gets to about the 50, goes out of bounds, and slides right into the Dixie's crowd.
What a great
really slick field conditions out there today.
Really great run back by Cody Fonsbeck. He took it, bobbled it a little, but broke through. Made it across the 50-yard line.
Fonsbeck has some great speed. When he can get into the open field, he's really a threat. Fastest kid in the state right now, and really quick off the line. He runs the 100 meters in track, and he's got a great start, so he's got great speed off the line and a great open run, and he's able to cut and spin, and he's really a threat. So
just see on this replay, he breaks away. Once he gets past him, there's no catching up to him. He makes it all the way to the 50-yard line. Dixie lining up now, one back.
Fonsbeck coming in, and it looks like an option, and
looks like
it's going to be a quarterback option. He runs right up the middle and I think he's got the first down. Looks like they're moving the chains, so he's got it.
Got about 11 yards on the play. Lance Pendleton.
Lance Pendleton has been running for Dixie a lot this last half. They've done the option a few times in the opening, and it's worked really well for him. He's got really quick feet and he can run, and he's not afraid to be hit. So it's a really good asset on the offense. You can see right there where the refs are standing. It's just a mud bog there.
Looks like
and they're measuring, and it looks from here like they've got it by a few. Yeah. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Dixie on about
39-yard line.
39 of Timpanogos' side of the field. And we'll see if they keep the ball on the ground or keep it in the air. It's really wet, still raining hard, and field conditions are really poor.
Rain just won't let up here.
Not going to be a lot of good cutting back and forth for the offense. So Dixie lines up. Lance drops back. Oh, he options to run it, and he gets tripped up at about the 40.
Looks like about a no gain on the play.
Great tackle. Number 51, it looks like. Maybe it was, no, 61. Todd Nuttall, the middle linebacker, wrapped him up good on that play and got his ankles and just brought him down. A lot of the times they won't wrap up and the runner will get away, but that was a good tackle.
Here's a look at the replay right here. Pendleton decides to keep it. He runs up, gets to about the 39, but tripped up from behind.
Again, that was Todd Nuttall on that tackle.
Dixie's going to line up here. Got the split backs. Once again, Pendleton lining up.
One receiver to both sides, and it's going to be a
handoff at the middle, number
dive up the
42.
middle, number 42.
He gets to about the 29-yard line. That's number 42, Junior Stevenson.
So it's going to be third and just a few to go.
We got 10:36 left to go in the third quarter. Dixie still up 7-3. Pushing the ball now. You saw on the replay, there's Stevenson running up the middle.
That running back's got a lot of size to him, too. He carried a couple of those linebackers a few yards with him when he hit him.
As you can see, looking at Lance Pendleton right there, it tells you the kind of field conditions they've been having tonight. Just mud all over.
It'll be 3rd and 2. Ball's on about the 28, and we'll see if we can
split back.
It's going to be a pass right up the middle to number 22.
Brecken Cox.
He gets a little bit of room to run. Throws a stiff arm and gets taken down on about the 21. So just not a lot of gain there at all.
That was Brecken Cox again. He had a couple big catches. One of them was the Dixie touchdown.
Not a lot of room to run. He decided to try to take it to the side and go around, but the Timpanogos Timberwolves defense
looks like it was number.
Less than 10 minutes here in the third quarter. Moving right along, Dixie comes up to the line. They've got three receivers out right. And looks like we're going to see some passing here.
Second down and about 2. They've got one running back there. That's number 42, Junior Stevenson.
And he moves out right too. And Lance will take it up the middle.
Looks like he got the first down.
Looks like he's got the. Ooh, it'll be close. It'll be close.
And
from here, it looks about like a yard. Oh yeah, he's got it. My bad. So the chains will be moved, and the ball is going to be about on the 15-yard line.
First down and 10, Dixie. As you see on the replay here, Pendleton keeps it himself and gets those needed yards for the first down. He's really been running the ball well tonight.
Pendleton's rushing yards have got to be close to that of his running backs tonight. He's done a lot of keepers on these quarterback options. He options to run the ball quite often. And they're lined up in I-backs with the receiver out each side, and it's going to be handoff to number 2. He goes for a dive, and it's
Robbie
just
Diaz
a few yards.
play.
Probably gains 3 yards on the play, and ball's on about the 13 now.
Junior Robbie Diaz takes it up for the couple yards gain on that play.
So it'll be 2nd and 8. He gained 2 on that. Number 6 and number 8 are going to come in for Dixie.
Dan Smith and Josh Adams.
And Diaz will come out, the runner on that last play.
Luke, can you hear the crowd in the back of your mic?
Dixie lining up once again. They've got one back there. It's Stevenson again. Long snap count.
Looks like a pass to number 22. Gets it, and probably a gain of 4 on the play. He goes right to the right side and out of bounds.
Brecken Cox again on the play. He's been the primary receiver tonight for Pendleton.
Pendleton's doing some, especially for the conditions, the very wet conditions out here, which Southern Utah teams are usually not used to. Pendleton's really had a good, consistent passing game. Not too many mistakes. So
it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 4 for the Flyers.
3rd and 4 on about the 9, inside the 10-yard line.
In the backfield once again is Stevenson.
Pendleton will roll out left this time, and he's gonna scramble. He grounds the ball.
And it'll be incomplete, intended for number 6, Stan Smith, the tight end.
Number 65 and number 33 on Timpanogos defense were right in there giving pressure. That's Craig Whitley, the left tackle, and the second string walk-on. I haven't got his name. Oh, I'm sorry. Correction. The left end, Matt Camberlengo. And Fonsbeck will come off for Dixie. We've seen a lot of him tonight. I guess they're giving him a breather. They've got 2 receivers out left. And Fonsbeck will, I guess, yeah, he'll take the sideline.
Looks like it's Stevenson again in the backfield.
Quarterback rolls out left, options, he runs up the middle, gets with about to the 5-yard line.
Gain of about Gains 5 yards on the play.
So it'll be 1st and goal. Ball's on the 4-yard line. Dixie looking to score here, way deep in Timpanogos territory.
See from the replay, a pretty good run by Pendleton. Continues to run the ball well for the Flyers. We've got 7 minutes and 11 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Dixie still up 7-3, trying to get a little bit of insurance on their lead here.
You see a good shot of Dixie's huge offensive line there. The Twin Towers, number 69 and 77, are their biggest guys out there, and great protection for Lance Pendleton, their quarterback. He's gonna go. Oh, he gets taken back. He looks to throw and just gets dropped. So that'll be a loss of a big loss. Ball will be back about on the 10-yard line.
You see from the replay, Pendleton trying to drop back, but nobody touches number 61 for Timpanogos, who comes in, grabs him by the shoulder pad and brings him down.
Looks like a jersey tackle by number 61, Todd Nuttall. So he'll get credit for that sack. That'll help Timpanogos out here while they're in the red zone.
That's 6 minutes and 14 seconds to go.
And Dixie's got split backs and a receiver out either side.
It looked like somebody
and it
jumped.
looks like somebody jumped off sides.
Looks like it might have been number 67.
Number 65, Craig Whiteley, I think jumped after Dixie's offensive lineman 67 jumped.
And it looks like it's going to be against
Dixie.
Dixie.
On Dixie. So that'll take him back 5 yards.
That's going to make it 2nd down and goal from about the 15-yard line.
Couple bad mistakes for Dixie, and that'll take their momentum down. They had it rolling there for a while, and they got within to the 4-yard line, and now they're back to about the 15.
Rain continues to pound on us here in Flyer Stadium. Flyers are going to line up. Looks like they got Stevenson in the backfield again. Fonsbeck has come out as well.
Pendleton rolls out right.
He's got
Fonsbeck. Fonsbeck will not go out of bounds. He tries to make a cut and gets taken down about where he caught the ball.
Got about 4 or 5 yards on the play, about at the 10-yard line.
Taken down on the 10-yard line, it looks like.
Here's the replay. Pendleton drops back, rolls to his right, finds...
You see Fonsbeck there maybe trying to cut inside on this guy, and he does. But number 36 and number 79 are there to make the hit. Number 35, I'm sorry, John Kendall on Timpanogos Timberwolves defense.
We got just under 5 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. Flyers still up 7-3, trying to push up the lead here. Pendleton lines him up. Split backs.
Pendleton will drop back and it looks like he's under pressure. Number 33, Matt Camberlango, gives him pressure, throws the ball,
Flag on the
intended
play.
receiver will be Dixie's number 8 in the end zone. It's overthrown.
That would be Josh Adams. There's a flag on the play. We'll try and see what the call is there. Seen a lot of penalties tonight.
It'll be on Dixie.
Looks like...
And we'll see what the ref announces.
Did you see with the replay? Pendleton rolls.
He rolls out, he's under pressure. And not a bad throw for being so far on the run.
Looks like they had an illegal man downfield, illegal block downfield.
You see the intended receiver, number 8 there, but he was covered by 3 or 4 guys. I guess not a very good place to put the ball, but I don't know what choices he had other than that.
So again, Dixie's going to be pushed back. We're here in the 3rd quarter, 4 minutes, 41 seconds to go, still 7-3, Dixie with the lead. Here in the 3rd quarter. We've had a great game so far. Both defenses have been playing really well.
We've had some really wet weather here. Both teams just slipping and sliding, especially since halftime. That puddle's just getting bigger and bigger out there. You see when they drop the ball, it just splashes. So you know there's a good layer of water out there that they're having to play on.
Looks like it's going to be 4th down for Dixie. And it appears as if they're lining up for a field goal. A little bit of confusion out on the field.
It is 4th and 10, and it looks like Dixie brought out the tee for the field goal, so unless they're going for a fake, number 10 for him will be kicking.
Number 10, Dave Horlocker, will be attempting the field goal.
Attempted a longer one earlier and just missed it by a little bit. And this one looks good to me. Not a real high kick, but he got it over the bar, and that'll put Dixie up 10-3.
We got 4 minutes and 35 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. It's 10-3 Dixie.
So Dixie will be kicking off.
Timpanogos now needs the touchdown to tie the game.
We'll see what Sione Mahe, number 5, their Timpanogos' kick returner, can do for him. He's got great speed and great cutting ability. We'll see how far he can bring the ball up. Again, on these special teams with this wet weather, a lot of the time you'll get lots of slipping and sliding and the ball will get dropped, and so we'll see how tight both teams are.
Rain continues to fall here. Dixie's up 10-3. Now the teams line up.
So number 5, Sione Mahe, and number 15, Devin Seal, wide receivers, both of them, will be back deep.
Looks like it's going to be Horlocker again with the kick.
And Dixie's kickoff team is jumping up and down, getting psyched. They're ready to hit somebody, so we'll see how messy this can be with this wet weather. Ref's taken to the side of the field and drops his arm. Kicker drops his arm, approaches the ball. Ball's kicked. It's kicked deep, and it looks like it's going to be Sione's ball. He takes it, a good catch, brings it up. He's past the 20, past the 25. Oh, just brought down just before the 25.
Looks like number 31 on the tackle, Roger Husky.
A great kickoff by the kickoff team and a great run down and hit. They wrapped him up in this weather. A lot of the time it's hard to cut and hard to grab guys because they'll slip, but Dixie did a good job of it there.
Here's the replay on that. Mahe takes it at about the 10-yard line, runs it upfield where he's surrounded by a couple of Dixie players.
Looked like he had a little slip there.
Looks like it was number 31 and number 44, Garrett Wilkeson.
Sione tried to make a cut to his right, but he slipped a little bit and didn't get it off as well as he wanted to, so he got tackled. And it looks like it's going to be a quick drop to number 43, Jason Anderson, for a gain of just a few, about 3 yards. Just over 4 minutes here in the 3rd quarter. Dixie up 10-3, hosting the Timpanogos Timberwolves here.
It's going to be 2nd down and about 7 for the Timberwolves.
They're working their way right into that mud hole here, so it should get a little bit slipping and sliding here. There's flag on the play, run up the middle, 25's got some room. He gets all the way to about the 46-yard line, but a ref throws a flag in Timpanogos' backfield, and it looks like it's going to be on Timpanogos.
No, number 57, Sean Levitt, with the tackle on the play. 57. And it looks like it's going to be against Timpanogos.
Looks like that play will be called back. Timpanogos didn't need that after Dixie got that momentum. Timpanogos needed a little bit of it, and they got going and it got called back, so that's really going to hurt them.
Here's a look at that replay. It's a good run, but it's called back because of a penalty. We've seen a lot of penalties tonight.
Illegal shift on the.
Looks like the call was an illegal shift on Timpanogos. It's going to move the ball back about 5 yards. 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 12 for the Timberwolves.
Ball's on about the 22, and so that didn't help him out very much. Number 43 in motion to the left, and it's going to be handoff up the middle. Really gets nowhere.
Swarm of
maybe
Dixie
a yard.
defenders. Bunch of Dixie defenders in there on the play, just surrounding the ball like they have been all night. They've just been smothering the ball carrier. Timpanogos hasn't been able to get much offense going. Three minutes to go here in the third quarter. Dixie still on top 10-3. Rain continues to fall here.
I don't think we've seen this much rain for a long time here in southern Utah.
Certainly is unusual.
The Dixie Flyers, along with the other teams down here in Region 9, definitely are not used to playing in such conditions. Even though they have the lead here, it's usually an advantage for a team from northern Utah to be able to play a team from southern Utah in the rain.
Looks like we got a timeout on the field. With 2 minutes and 37 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
You see the enthusiasm in the cheerleaders in the crowd there. They've put their pants on due to the weather conditions. I guess they couldn't take it. And back out on the field,
Mudhole continues
Timpanogos
to
and
grow.
Dixie will both be taking water breaks as the timeout is called.
Two minutes, 37 seconds to go here.
Throwing the footballs there, getting the crowd into it. A large crowd here at Flyer Stadium today.
A lot of devoted fans coming out to support their team here, even though it's raining this bad.
See all different kinds of protection out there. You see little shopping bags on people's heads and whatever they can find. They're just not used to this rain.
Most umbrellas I've seen in St. George for a long time.
And back out on the field. Ball's about on the 24-yard line. Timpanogos is third and 11 to go. 43 in motion out of the left side. It looks like it's going to be a throw up the middle, away overthrown. Intended receiver looked like that was going to be number 15, Devin Seal. There's a flag on the play. We're getting just about a flag every play out here. It's getting dirty and messy out there, and these guys are probably doing a little bit more phase mask and holding than they need to, just because they're slipping and sliding. But there is a flag on the play, and we'll see who. It looks like it's going to be against Dixie.
See if we can see what the penalty is.
See some of the guys there on Dixie's sideline. They're loving the weather and enthused about the game.
It's a 15-yard penalty.
15 yards against Dixie. That's really going to help out Timpanogos. Gets up their momentum again, and now they're right in the mud, in the middle of that mud puddle.
This is going to be interesting.
We should see some splashing and
Two backs.
some messy playing. And it
For
looks
Tim.
like they just slid. You see some mud there. The quarterback just slid. Looked like he was going to throw it and then optioned to run up the middle and didn't get far because his feet went up right out from under him. That mud's just eating these guys up. You can see the guys out there just caked in it. Looks like fun.
This is football at its finest, that's for sure.
Sione Mahe checks in for number 15, Devin Seal.
It's going to be second down for the Timberwolves.
It'll be 2nd and 10.
They're
Two
lining
receivers
up.
out left, I-backs.
Minute 52 to go.
Ball snapped, and it's a pitch to the left.
Number 25 running it, and he's hit. Looks like he got maybe a yard.
Not too much. Good defensive ends and containing on Dixie's defense.
A lot of blue shirts in there on the play. Here's a look at that replay, number
see on that-
25.
On that pitch, he gets it off good, but Dixie's cornerbacks move up, and number 30, the defensive end on that, he doesn't get cracked back and pushed back in. He stays with his man and rides right to the outside and makes the hit. That was a good job by number 30.
You saw in that play there were about 4 blue shirts in there on that play. Hard for a running back to get away from that. Timpanogos lining up with the split backs.
It's 3rd and 8. The quarterback options to run, gets
And
hit again. This guy's got to quit running. And less than a minute here in the 3rd quarter.
Looks like number 6 and 57 on the play, Dan Smith and Sean Levitt.
This mud's really making Dixie's defense, making it look easy for him to get right through that line and sack, but the offense, it's just tough for him. They're just slipping and sliding, and it's a lot harder to execute plays in these conditions.
About 35 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. It's going to be 4th down. 10-3 Dixie. Remember, Timpanogos did pull a fake punt earlier. Number 22 hustling on the field.
Looks like this time they'll punt it off, and it's a good, let's see, it lands out of bounds at about the 30.
It'll be Dixie ball. 13.7 seconds left here in this game, in this 3rd quarter. 10-3 Dixie leads.
So Dixie will take the ball on maybe the 31-yard line, it looked like. Somebody caught it as it went out, so we'll see where they put the chains. Looks like the 32-yard line.
1st down and 10 for Dixie. Lance Pendleton tonight has been running the ball very well. Couple big gains. Had a couple big pass plays to Brecken Cox, including the touchdown. That had given them the 7-3 lead. Then they had a field goal to put them up 10-3.
So they'll probably be able to get off maybe another 2 plays before the 4th quarter.
Flyers will line up.
Flyers take the line with Fonsbeck out left.
Looks like they got one back out there.
A single back and number 1 out right.
Pendleton scanning the defense.
Fonsbeck in motion. And it's going to be...
Pendleton's keeping it. Drops
quarterback
back.
rolls out left. It looks like he's got nowhere to go. White jerseys
And look
everywhere.
out, he got away from him.
He just gets through people.
Pendleton.
Just maneuvers through people. So he'll run maybe for a gain of 4. He just crossed the field to the left and cut his way back through the white jerseys to the right.
Talk about
and got
making
forced out of
something
bounds at
nothing.
probably 4 yards of a gain.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Dixie's on top 10-3.
And a lot
Over
of good action to
Timpanogos.
see out here. You can see Lance Pendleton there. He's really had a game. You can see that mud all over him. He's run the ball just as much as any of his running backs have.
Introduce me.
And now it's Jimmy Fitzgerald back in with us for the 4th quarter. So
Yeah, this is Jimmy Fitzgerald. As you can see on this replay, Lance Pendleton drops back deep. He's looking for somewhere to throw, pump fakes, rolls back out, tucks it under, maneuvers past one guy. There's 3 defenders right there on him, breaks back to the sideline, cuts it back in, evades 2 more defenders, then another one, rolls out to the far right side. He just can't be tackled, can't be taken down. There he goes, evades number 35. This is the one coaches are going to be watching a lot. Pendleton has been really impressive so far in this game. Early on, we have seen him run the ball up the middle, getting the big yardage for Dixie. Keeping the ball on the ground. Really great job by Lance Pendleton. As you can still see, it is very hard, rainy conditions. Umbrellas out everywhere. The ground is swarming with water. There are huge puddles behind each team and in the middle of the field. But the crowd is still huge for the Dixie side and into this game. Everybody standing up, cheering, yelling, getting ready to go. Another victory is on the way if they keep up this pace in the 4th quarter.
looks like Dixie's sideline has just got, you can hardly see these guys' cleats just standing on that sideline. They sink in about 3 inches. They're just mud, just some sick mud right there. You can't, in some places you can't really tell where the out of bounds line is.
Lance Pendleton takes the snap again. Quick handoff to number 42 for Dixie. And he will be stuffed with only about, it was Junior Stevenson, maybe a gain of 2 or 3 yards on the play. Pretty good run. He made a lot out of nothing. As you can see right here, linebacker comes up for Timpanogos, puts his head down. That's a bad move, but in these conditions, it stopped the run right there.
Just barely into the 4th quarter. It looks like it's going to be 3rd and 1 for Dixie on about the 41 or 2 yard line. of Dixie's own side. And Dixie takes right to the line with one receiver out left, one out right, and split backs.
What I've always liked about Dixie is their school is known for being big finishers. They don't just give up the game in the third quarter or the second quarter, big finishers. As you can see on that play, it was another quick dive. A little bit of confusion. The quarterback run into the running back, number 42, but he still powered his way for the first down.
So it'll be 1st and 10 on about the 47-yard line, I'm thinking. A good way to convert to the first down for Dixie. That was a good run.
Dixie's coach is happy with the performance from his athletes so far this game. You don't get to play a lot of games in this condition down here, so it's really good experience for them, especially for in the finals.
Not really affecting Dixie dramatically either. They're handling themselves okay, and it's going to be another dive up the middle by number 42 for gain of probably 6.
Early on in the first half, we saw the ball going a lot to Lance Pendleton, or keeping by Lance Pendleton, and then thrown to 22, Brecken Cox. Now Dixie's starting to hit their running game a little bit more with Junior Stevenson, number 42. So Dixie's starting to mix it up, adding a little bit more confusion to the Timpanogos sideline. So they're having a little bit more trouble covering Dixie's offense right here in the second half.
We're seeing a couple linebackers blitz in on Timpanogos Timberwolves' defensive side of things. They're riding closer up to the line and more anticipating the run.
And I think that is because Timpanogos is expecting Lance to take the ball again by himself out around the outside, but instead they're giving up the ball more to the fullback, to the tailback, and throwing it outside. So timeout on the play by Dixie, called by quarterback Lance Pendleton. There's 9 minutes and 55 seconds left in this fourth quarter in this ball game. The score is still 10-3. Dixie is up hosting Timpanogos. As you can see on the field, it's very covered in mud. This is one of my favorite conditions to play in, even though it's a lot harder to play in and it's a lot of fun. You slide a long ways. It's always good to get muddy.
Yeah, with all that mud out there and those bare spots, you don't really need a slip and slide. A guy gets a breakaway and he can probably fall on the 10 and get a touchdown out there. They're just slipping forever.
Yeah, if this was NFL rules, man, you could make it from the 30. Just get a good run right there. Slide right on home.
Yeah, you get Fonsbeck moving and he's in there.
Shoot, he could start from the 45.
Oh, yeah.
Take a little dive.
Oh, yeah. So back in play. Coaches get off to the sides of the field.
Dixie hustles back up to the ball. It looked like Dixie called a particular play for a particular defense, but Timpanogos shifted over their defense and changed it over into a 4-4 instead of the standard 5-3 they've been in earlier on in this half. And so Dixie had to call a timeout and change the play. Dixie sends number 1 in motion across the field. Gives a quick handoff, has nowhere to run.
Has to go wide. He gets around a couple guys, and they're just... Timpanogos' containment was just great on that play. Fonsbeck got around a couple guys, but they kept him contained and ran him right to the sideline. So that was great defense on Timpanogos' part.
Once again, Timpanogos is blitzing their backers, as you can see on that play. They pulled both up from the side. The corner came up. So as you can see from the instant replay, the backers come out. They read it. He jukes one of them, comes across. He has a blocker, number 22. He jukes number 15 on the outside, but he just can't get around the third defender right there, number 33 for Timpanogos.
What happened on that outside there, number 15, Fonsbeck just cut and got him to move backed up on his heels, and he just got juked there, and Fonsbeck ate him alive. But luckily for him, they had another guy come up and make the hit.
In these conditions, it's really hard to tell where somebody's going. You can't just judge by their jersey like they teach you in football. Pendleton drops back to pass. Throw the quick, almost intercepted, caught on the 35-yard line. Barely squeezed through two defenders who had the opportunity to touch that, to grab that ball, but it looked like it slipped right on through the two of them.
Great catch by number 6, Dan Smith.
That's the first time we've seen him making a big play in the ball game. We're really excited to see him. Great job by Dixie right there.
He didn't get a good look at that ball either. He had a couple big linebackers right behind him, and so it was a tough catch to see, but he got it and held on to it, which is tough in this kind of weather.
As you can see from the instant replay right there, Pendleton had a lot of penetration. He threw the ball kind of low. There was two linebackers. They dropped back instead of blitzing this time. They couldn't get to the ball, went right through their hands. Pendleton hands off to number
It's going to be number two.
That is Robbie Diaz on the sideline. Looked like maybe a gain of a couple yards. Maybe, if even, maybe a yard if he's lucky.
So it'll be second and about 9 or 10 still.
There's 8 minutes and 23 seconds left in this ball game. Dixie wants to capitalize right here and take Timpanogos out of the game. They know if they can score right here, it will be almost impossible for Timpanogos to come back under these conditions on the Flyers' home field. Dixie hustles up to the line. Dixie's an I-back formation, 2 wide receivers, drops back, quick pass to Fonsbeck. He jukes going outside. He has some room. He might do it. He is pushed out of bounds around the 13-yard line.
You see how dangerous Fonsbeck is there. He caught the ball, made a juke to the outside, and as soon as he had a little bit of room, his feet were just moving. And Timpanogos is really lucky they had a guy there to make the hit, because Fonsbeck is really dangerous when he gets room.
A lot of schools who haven't heard a lot about Fonsbeck think when they read his record, they think, oh, these big yards from this receiver, so they think they better cover him back, cover him deep. His big yards come from these small passes, just running outside with his speed. It's hard to catch him. Really good job by Dixie's offense right there.
Good hands by Fonsbeck.
Cody Fonsbeck wide out to the right of our screen right here. Dixie's in I-back formation, 2 wide receivers, tight end close to us. Drops back, gives the fake handoff, runs the option, rolls out, has some room, gets down to about the 6-yard line. Pendleton dives down. The defensive backs came up on it, read it pretty well, but Pendleton still had enough running room and dove down with a gain of about 5-6 yards on the play.
The linebackers actually over-penetrated a little bit. They were right into the line, and as soon as the